Street Gang, this is Leviticus 21:9. We are at point 0062. Roger that.
Impact is imminent. Impact is imminent. Impact.
Welcome to the island. Will you survive? Probably. You're just going to be reading a book. But it's a really good book, though. Happy Monday! Hello, everybody. I'm very happy that you were able to experience this plane crash with me. We now find ourselves at the beginning of Lord of the Flies. Nothing possibly is going to go wrong, right? Now today, we're going to be going over a brief overview or review of characterization, so I can show you the acronym that we use, so we can review how authors reveal certain aspects of their characters to us, because boy, are there some characters in this book. And those characters also send us a very valuable message that I think this author is trying to get across. So, yeah, let's put on our survival shoes, shall we? So, it's been a while since we've talked about characterization. That's like a way throwback back to when we were talking about Romeo and Juliet, which is why, over here, I still have Juliet's little portrait, just to kind of remind you of the good old times. Yeah. How many of you actually read Romeo and Juliet, by the way? Regardless, characterization, just in review, is how an author reveals their characters' personalities and motivations. So, an author can reveal their characters' sort of inner, deepest, darkest thoughts and stuff like that through 5 different main ways, which I have categorized through the acronym of STAR. Don't worry, it's not the STAR test. You don't have to take that anymore, actually. Thanks, Rona. But STAR is still a very good acronym to remember the 5 different components, which is what the character says, what the character thinks, what the character's appearance is, what the character's actions are, and what the character's relationships are, or in other words, what other characters are saying about them, what that suggests about how well they get along with other people. So, over the course of these first couple of pages into the novel, be sure to remember those 5 different elements as we are introduced to some of the main characters of the book. The way this novel study is going to work is I'm going to have you go through this Google form here. You're going to watch my lovely little video. You're going to answer the questions that I basically provide for you. And when you get into the independent practice, I have an audiobook that is embedded into each section of the independent practice. So this audiobook is basically the same as the original book is in terms of page numbers. So as long as you follow the time suggestions, like you stop at 8 minutes and 27 seconds, then you should be able to answer the questions that's below that section of the audiobook. At the very top of the class, I'm going to have a copy of the Lord of the Flies PDF for you to be able to read along with as well. Just remember though, the PDF version that I was able to find doesn't actually match up with the audiobook YouTube version of the PDF. So when I say like read to pages 7 through 11, in this PDF, the pages are like a lot longer. So 7 through 11 is actually more reading than I want you to do for that day. So something to keep in mind. If you really just don't care, then remember this. We're going to be reading through chapter 1 by the end of that week. So once you get to chapter 1, or at the end of chapter 1 on this PDF, then stop and then start answering the questions throughout the week, okay? Great, so if that's the case, if you don't have any other questions, then let's go ahead and go off, be free, answer the questions. And once again, will you survive? You'll still survive. You're just reading a book.